What's going on, leaders, leaders out there? This is the Leadership Lab. I'm Donnie Tuttle, your host, and I'm tripping over my tongue a little bit because I'm so excited about today's guest. It's Evan Carmichael. This is a guy who went from being an entrepreneur who turned down his dream job into becoming the leader of the Believe movement. He has over 4.6 million subscribers on his YouTube channel, and he'll be joining us in just 5 minutes. He'll be very prompt, and we're going to get a very limited and power packed opportunity to ask him questions and to be with him. So that's going to be awesome. I wanted to cue it up with him before he got on, so that way we didn't have to waste any of that time on the intros. So let's just go ahead and here, check this out. This is what we're in store for.
Carmichael is here.
Evan Carmichael, Believe. This guy is a force of nature.
Evan Carmichael is an entrepreneurial expert.
You've been making videos that inspire people. You consume so much content and then know how to DJ it. 2,100 different individuals that make up those 3,000 videos. Why am I worth your time and attention?
January.
Hey, right on, man.
To May 20th.
Yeah, way to go, way to go, way to go, way to go.
Thanks, Evan. Great to be with you.
In collaboration with my friend Evan Carmichael.
It's fun to be on your channel now.
The Evan Carmichael everybody knows and loves.
Evan Carmichael had me on his channel, so I'm going to give his viewers my 10 keys for success.
And I just wanted to thank Evan for making this video and you for watching it.
Hey, friends of Evan Carmichael and Evan, my friend, buddy, appreciate you.
Good to be here, Evan. We always love your show. We're letting everybody out there into kind of some secret sauce about how to be more successful.
And I can't tell you how incredibly humbled and honored I am to be on Evan, your channel.
And I want to thank you, Evan, for this opportunity. And I look forward to hopefully seeing you when I'm in trial.
I'm Neil Pasricha. I'm here with Evan Carmichael.
I really believe the world needs more Evan Carmichaels who figure out ways on a daily basis to inspire millions of people around the world to go out there, not give up, and pursue their dreams.
What is up, Believe Nation and Evan Carmichael? Evan, I've been using your content for years.
Similar to yourself, Evan, who always inspire me as well.
His name is Evan Carmichael. We were at a YouTube conference. He's got his own channel that helps to inspire entrepreneurs. I found myself wanting to go out of my way to help Evan after this without him even asking.
To be on the program. Really appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Evan. Great show.
Thanks so much, Evan. Glad to be here.
Thank you so much for having me, Evan. That was a really funny moment to bump into you at the Seattle airport.
Thanks for having me on. Take care, brother.
So that is going to be Evan Carmichael coming up now in 2 minutes. If you've got any questions, you can go ahead and pop those in right now. I promise you, once the convo begins, I will not be seeing anything that you're putting in there. It's just going to be me and Evan, and you get to join us. Evan is about to pop on with us here now. Look at him live and drinking his drink and resisting the Doritos. So I'm just going to go ahead and hop to it. Evan's here. I'm here. We're going to get the party started.
Let's
Evan
go,
Carmichael.
This is
Dude,
it. We're doing it.
Bringing the gold to us today.
We're doing it live. I love it. It's great.
We are. Why the heck not, man? Evan, I loved the last time I got to see you in person. Been following you for years. And I've got to let you know, this whole week, guess who my only mentor has been? I've only had one for an entire week plus, probably 10 days. Guess who it is?
Oh, I don't know.
It's Mr. Believe.
Okay.
That's who it is.
Great.
And
you've been watching some content?
Oh, I've been listening to your books, watching the content, and it's been awesome, man.
Cool, man.
It's been awesome. So now this is like the culmination for me. Everyone else, they're just going to have to catch up.
Great. Yeah, awesome. However I can help and serve, man. It's great to be here.
I like it. I love it. Evan, we're talking to leaders. Now, I'm one of these too. And a lot of us, we're in the middle of doing some things. And I know you have this love for the entrepreneur. Some people are bridging into becoming that. And I'm hoping you could shed some light to us about maybe the moment on that bed where your mother came up to you, the $300 a month, And
Oh,
what
man.
happened? Like
You're
what
taking
brought
me to
us?
pain here, Donnie. Taking me to the pain. Okay.
I want you to cry and then
Deep
take us to
breathing.
believe from
Okay.
there. Yeah.
Yep. I'm ready. Let's
Yeah.
go. What do you got?
You're in that moment, and I want to know, how do we get from there to believe? Because I think there are some earmarks for how leaders can find their life purpose and start to bring that to the world fearlessly.
Yeah. That there's a lot in there with taking whatever direction you want. I think for anybody who knows the brand now, yeah, I mean, we have Success, have a YouTube channel, written books, etc. But the whole idea of believe, I couldn't articulate it. Like my first book was called Your One Word, and that's with Penguin Random House. And the idea was everybody has a single most important core value, and when you figure out what that is, everything else in your life starts to make sense, and your mission becomes a lot more clear. So Dan Sullivan says the greatest gift you can give the world is your standards. And so what I'm trying to do is spread believe to the world. And I still need it more myself too, Don. Like I don't have it all figured out. I'm working every day to try to believe more in myself, and then I try to spread that to other people as well. That's always been there. I just couldn't articulate it. So I go through exercises in the book to help people kind of figure it out. But one of the things is, what did you love most about your parents? And for me, my mom, I mean, you go back to, you start the interview, take me right back to like the most painful day of my life, which is, thank you, man. It's great. I was feeling all good today, Donnie. And then, yeah, and no, I'm just
That's
kidding.
what I do, Evan. That's my word. Sadness.
That would be the testimony for the day. Donnie brought me to the pain. No, I love it. It's great. My mom, that was the worst day of my life. I quit my business partner. My business was not working. I didn't know what to do. I had left like these potential jobs to do this, and nothing was working. I felt isolated and alone. And I hung up the phone with my partner and just started crying. And I'm not really a big crier. But I just was uncontrollable, just everything culminating in that kind of one spot. And my mom came in, and I don't even know what she said. It's just I was too lost. But I have a picture of my mom, a giant picture just kind of right over there that I look at every day. And the one thing that she would always tell me is, you're Evan Carmichael. You could do anything that you believe that you can. And that's like from, I don't know how old I was, probably since birth, and that's in there. It's like, what do you love most about your parents? Well, my mom always believed in me. And so I couldn't articulate it, but it was always there. I think we all have a most important core value that once you can articulate it and find it, then you'll be able to have more clarity in your life, in your business for the entrepreneurs, in your career for the people who are, working for somebody else. And it also gives you a clue towards what would give you more fulfillment and happiness.
Yeah.
So that's mine is believe. I don't know what yours is.
Man, it's been hard. Evan, you've been taxing me, and it's I think it was Thomas Jefferson that said, I'm writing you a long letter because I don't have time to write you a short one. And this is like the ultimate short letter. And it's like, man, what is the word I put on? And it's funny, back in that treasure chest behind me,
there's a crazy sword. Let's talk about that for a second. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. But behind that, I actually have these things you heat press onto shirts. And it had these one words. And then I started listening to your one word, and it freaking wrecked me, because I had all these sayings that I thought were cute. But Evan, I'm just going to let you know, it's purpose. My one word is purpose.
That's great.
And I also want to go, you mentioned the picture of your mom.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people we're working from home. It's just a slight detour here. We're working from home. This is the first thing I ever got from you, by the way. This is a relic that lives in my office space.
Let's go.
This is my play bigger trigger.
Yep.
Can you talk to us about a play bigger trigger and how that can elevate us?
Yeah. So, I mean, first off, whether it's, purpose for Donnie, believe for me, having done this exercise with thousands of people, maybe more at this point, it's always something positive. Like, I've never gone through the one word exercise and somebody's one word is death or hate or like it's like humans are good. Like we may not always do good things because we're stressed out, and I'm sure there's days that you haven't felt in purpose and you haven't been as helpful to others as you could have been because you're stressed out and tired, and so people are good. So why do we do bad things? Well, people are just overwhelmed and stressed and unhappy, and like you're never your best self when you're doing that, but underneath, people are good, or at least I choose to believe so. And having done that exercise with so many people, whether it's purpose or believe or freedom or family or love, like it's always something positive, which is, amazing. And just you being here to help people unlock their purpose and live it. It's awesome. Like, that's great. I wish I found you when I was getting started, or when I was struggling with that day with my mom.
No, you don't.
But the play bigger trigger, the idea there is like you have something in your environment that reminds you of who you want to be. Because no matter what, you could have the greatest day of all time. I'm here. It's great. Get to chat with Donnie. It's going to be amazing. And then I wake up tomorrow and it's like I'm starting over. Like I don't wake up like, let's go. Right. Like I don't know. Maybe some people do that. That's not me. And so there's the habits that you have, the daily routines, but then also your physical environment matters a lot. And so, like you have your crazy sword. I have an axe. I don't know, right here is this giant axe on my wall. I've never seen somebody have like as violent a background as the two of us here. But this was a gift from Ed Milet and Andy Frisella, who have this group called the Arte Syndicate. And I spoke there, and they made me an honorary member. So we both got our I guess, like, we're going to war for good. I've got there's this mannequin behind me here. I don't know how visible that is on the screen, but it's a mannequin wearing the same hoodie that I'm wearing. It's like our Believe hoodie. And I always thought, well, superheroes always have this layer where they put their outfit like on the mannequins. Like I want a mannequin. And so like, it's a reminder, hey, I'm going to battle every day to try to spread more belief. And like, as silly or stupid or whatever as that sounds, it's like, I like it. It gets me going. So whatever the thing is for you that helps you play bigger. So whether it's that picture that you've got, mine, like I have my mom that I look at, because things, the environment matters. It's really hard to do your best work when you're in a really crappy environment, and you may not be able to control much. People listening, like, you don't have to be in some penthouse suite or living in the Bahamas or whatever, but you have your little office, that you can control. Yeah. So like what goes there, even a simple, like what's on the back of your cell phone, what's on your desktop monitor. You don't have to have the default Windows Prairie or whatever that is, right? Like put something there that reminds you of who you are trying to be every day. And so whatever reminds you to live in purpose is great, because you don't wake up every day fully living in purpose. And like the more that you do, the bigger impact you're going to have and reach people. So a great takeaway for anybody is like, if there's something that gets you lit up, try to put it in your habits and your routines, but also if there's a way to put it in your physical environment, go for it.
Dude, you are what I would call uniquely or violently unique. I would say that. And that's everything from the Doritos that you keep in your space to
Can you see those?
Yeah. You're a strong man, to the intentionality that you have with your branding, your colors, your logos, your word. And it's interesting. That's like there probably have been opportunities to step outside of that. As a matter of fact, let's look at YouTube for a second, because one of the temptations I feel like that is on YouTube for those of us who have tried it, maybe we've stepped in, fallen in, it's worked well, hasn't worked well, whatever. It's really tempting to become the dance monkey, the thing that just responds to the algorithm and says, oh, you want this? I'll give you more of this. Yet you maintain this radical uniqueness. How have you resisted and bulletproofed yourself from just becoming what others would want of you, as opposed to like carrying this value that you've defined?
So, any successful business is a combination of what you love with what people need. Like if you just love something, you love it, but there's no value to it, it doesn't help anybody else, and you have a hobby. And like, cool, it fills you up. It's a hobby. Awesome. Good job. If you're just chasing opportunity, but you don't love the thing, you're always going to lose to people who actually love it.
Yeah.
You know, like start a podcast. Okay, cool. You better like interviewing people. You know, like if you don't like having conversations, you're probably not going to win. Like you could force yourself for a certain amount of time, but you're just not like, why? You're going up against somebody who loves that thing. So why do that if you don't actually love it? And if it's you're experimenting, you're trying, cool, whatever, right? But at the end of the day, any success in business, in life, is a combination of like what you love doing with what also serves other people. So you know, my channel I've had since 2009, so it's been a while. It's always positive. You know, if I made like a video of why this person sucks, you know, why this person's terrible, I'm sure that would do much better. You know, people love the negativity more than positivity. If I was criticizing somebody, I'm sure that video would blow up more easily than like something more positive. But I wouldn't, I don't know, I would burn out. Like I would quit. It just, it wouldn't be fun anymore. And for people who burn out, a lot of people burn out along the way. I mean, I've done, I don't know, 8,000 plus videos, maybe 10,000. Not all of them are public. We haven't missed an upload in at least 10 years, every single day. Why? Well, it's because it's not work. I don't know. Like, how do you not burn out? Well, because I like it. Like when people ask me what's work-life balance, I don't know. It's just all life. Like Donnie in my calendar today. Is this work? I don't know. I look at it like I'm looking forward to it. It doesn't feel like work. I don't know. Maybe for you it's work. I don't think so. But that's where it's like if you're burnt out, you're probably doing the wrong thing. But have me making videos to help people and I feel connected to it and the believe mission. Like I could do that forever. But have me do like a negative video or throw me into accounting or something, and I'm a day in and I hate my life already, right? So I think that's why some of the work you do is really important, because if people are not living in their purpose, or at least like taking steps to go and achieve it, or even worse, like have no idea what it even is, or doesn't even believe that there is anything for them, then that's a path to anxiety and depression and suicide and addiction and like all the bad things. But when you feel like you're doing work that actually matters, and for some people matters is like you and I want to have a big impact. We want to reach the world. You want to help everybody, right? It's like, that's why we do what we do. Some people like my wife don't have a giant mission, but she's the glue for our family. And she's the 25 to 50 closest people. Like that's who she wants to serve. But we're all built to serve. That was my second book. We're all built to serve.
Yeah.
And if you're not happy, it's because you're not serving. And the best way to serve people is around the thing that you care most about, which for me is belief, you is purpose. And for whoever else is listening, watching, the thing that they care the most about.
I love that. I think I love the idea. Some of us can get shamed into having your goal's not big enough, or your reason for being is like, well, these 25 people, I'm good here versus here. And I think knowing the space and the place that would make us happy. I remember even in my coaching practice, I used to coach 40, 50 people and I was just horrible. Bring it down to 12. I'm like, I'm me again. And so knowing the pace and scenario where you're at is important. I'm curious for you. Well, there's a Sally Hogshead saying, I wonder if you would agree with it. She says, different is better than better. True or false?
Different is better than better. I don't know. Maybe. I guess like, what does better mean? If I like the way I go there is I have to think about the entrepreneur hat on. So like I think about it in the business term. That may not be how people kind of see that typically. But if I'm an entrepreneur, different allows you to stand out because it's different, but different for the sake of different doesn't necessarily bring more value. Ultimately, it's going to be like what brings the most value. But I think like best known often beats best.
Okay.
You could be the best, but then like if nobody knows about you, you don't really have a business. So does different help you get to be more well known? Maybe.
Talk to us about the well-known part, because that's an important key. If you were to choose, knowing what you know and seeing what you've seen, if you were to choose You have to choose one or the other, right? I know this
Yeah,
isn't
you're giving me all
real.
the tough questions.
All right.
Thanks there, Donnie. Yeah.
What's a better skill? Would it be better for someone to have the skill of talking from a stage, or having, we'll just call YouTube in general a skill, getting attention from YouTube?
I would say the ability to speak to a camera is going to be more valuable than the ability to speak from stage. If I had to pick, I think ultimately it's a harder skill to speak from the camera than stage, although people have stage fright, and that's real. Like public speaking is one of the hardest things for most people to do. But I think just the ability to have, again, if the goal is massive impact, the ability to speak into a camera is going to be more valuable than speak from a stage. If your goal is, I want to be a speaker, then go learn, the skill to speak from stage. I think the difference is it's always easier to speak when there's somebody else. It's always hardest when you're by yourself because there's interaction. Like if you're doing a podcast like this, or you're doing a coaching session, there's back and forth. You say something, I say something. You say something, your guest says something, your client says something. It's easier to have a conversation than it is to just speak by yourself. When you're on stage, you at least have faces. You can see people laugh with you. Hopefully, they're not throwing tomatoes or something. You get to see how it's landing, which is good and bad. Like if it's not landing, you feel terrible and want to get off as quickly as possible. But at least you have feedback. Where and I would just say talking to a camera, it doesn't necessarily have to just be YouTube, but any social media, you don't really get any feedback until you've posted it, and then you can look at the data. So it's not real time. And a lot of people struggle to just talk to a camera and treat it like it's another person. If you're talking about purpose and you're coaching somebody, it's so much easier to show up for that person and really be there with them than it is to summon that to then talk to just a lens by yourself in your office. But like valuable skill to change the world, I'd say being able to speak to a camera is more important.
Yeah, these days. I will say this, it's interesting. So just as someone that I find myself better in a conversation, which is why coaching is easier than on a camera. I've hit that, what you call the empty room, that for the first 350 videos. And one of the things that I've personally struggled with is being able to say, well, like what's valuable? And I know that you have a formula in your Built to Serve book that can address that. But I think that sometimes, I don't want to say I feel like I'm throwing stuff up against a wall, but it's different than just saying, oh, that works really good for my people, or that worked really from the stage, or this worked for this guy or for her, or for this group. Walk me through that. Like, I know I'm not the only one, and I know I just threw spaghetti at you without a real point on it, but how can I find value? I already have the business. How can I find something that will be valuable to share on YouTube that anyone would care about, and the algorithm would reward?
What's the goal of having that content go out? Like, you're trying to grow your business, you're just trying to get reach, or what are we trying to accomplish?
I think reach. So my business is okay, but getting reach would be really good. It'd be really good to be. I think that validates also. Like, I think they both kind of beget each other when people see.
So the reason why I ask is, like, in our programs, when I'm coaching entrepreneurs, everybody wants both. Just like, hey, just like the question you asked me, what do you want? Well, both. But usually, if you can generate more revenue, then you can afford to invest in more team to help you actually go build the machine. And so usually what we do is start with, okay, how can we use content to help you grow your business so that you can afford to then hire a lot more people to help you go and build the big thing. Also, the big thing takes more time than being able to grow the business. So you can make an extra 6-7 figures in your business off of videos that get 100 views. People don't really know how, which is what we, teach, and we can walk through it quick if you want. But usually doing that allows, like, if YouTube was something that was the number one driver of revenue for somebody, they'd commit to it more. Like, why not? Of course, because you're a smart entrepreneur. And if you're putting all these videos up and nothing's happening, then why would you keep doing it? Like, it just doesn't make sense, right? So depending on what the goal is, we have different content strategies. If the goal is purely reach, that's like phase 3 for us. And
Okay.
the main factors there is looking at what other videos have already done super well in your niche and making your versions of those videos. So we have 2 strategies. That's called the growth video. So you're looking at videos that have more views and subscribers. So you go to YouTube, search purpose or whatever you're gonna, search on. And you'll see a whole bunch of videos that did not do well. And you'll also see a bunch of videos from like Tony Robbins and all these other people who it's going to be really hard to compete against them for that. But then you'll keep scrolling down and look at how many views these videos got and how many subscribers does the channel have. And what you're looking for is videos that got more views than subscribers. That video is really growing their channel. And maybe purpose is in the title, maybe it's not, but it's something around purpose somehow. And so that's the goal, to make your version of that video so you can rank after that video. So you basically take the same title and make your version of that video. Don't even watch the video. We're not worried. Like, it's your methodology. You don't care what that person said. Viral hits is another strategy we use, where you take winning templates. So you look at, we have our own swipe file of like our favorite titles that have worked in different niches, but you can also just go to youtube.com and just see what's showing up for you on your feed, and then looking at different formats. So it might be like top 10 rules for blank, right? So you can swap the blank in with your own thing. So the top 10 rules for finding purpose, right? But the video that's done really well, you just look at that title and say, okay, this has done well. The growth videos have done well inside my niche. The viral hits videos have done well outside my niche. And so I'm taking that title formula that's worked and applying it to what I know how to talk about. So usually within those 2, there's growth opportunities. And then depending on the size of your channel, there's a lot of back-end data that you can use to find new videos as well. But you have to have 10,000 plus subscribers for it to really be meaningful. So for the audience, it just depends on how big your channel is. And that could be the levels of ambition for what you could be.
Now, I know one of the things that you talk about with thought leaders in my general area is that we typically start with polite, boring preambles. You punch us in the gut. Can you give us like how to get people even to pay attention? Because I've even noticed this on my videos. A lot of them don't get more than a minute of watch time. On average, you can see that steep drop, that steep cliff.
The first minute is the most important thing. So the thing that we aim towards for all of our clients, and I'm only in thought leadership, education, entrepreneurship. So I'm not like the slime channel guy or dancing ballerina or something. Look for 70% retention at 1 minute, which is impossible to hit consistently. Mr. Beast doesn't hit it consistently, which means 70% of people who started the video are still there 1 minute later. If you can keep them for a minute, it'll just be this slow decline. So if it's a 3-hour video or if it's a 10-minute video, like people will stick around if you can get them past 1 minute. So the key there is, what do you say in the first minute to really capture attention? And we're making videos for people who don't know you, right? So like, you're not making videos for your mom or for people who are in your audience or your coaching students who love you. It'd be like, who's this Donnie something? What's his name? Right? They don't know you. So if you say, hey guys, welcome back. It's me. Happy Friday, whatever. Like, welcome back to what? I don't even know who you are. Donnie, right? So they're gone. But that's what it is, right? So like, second by second, you just see, I just lost half my audience with that intro. Yeah. So we need to say something in thought leadership, at least. If you're doing Mr. Beast videos, something needs to explode, it's some crazy visual. In thought leadership, the aha moment, the wow moment is you believe something that other people don't believe. You're gut punching me with an idea that I would love to believe, but I don't. So like, what did he just say? What is that? What's the core idea in your video that you want people to desperately hear? And that's the thing that you lead the video with. And assume they have no idea who you are. It's their first time ever seeing you ever, right? So unlike a speaking gig, when you're on stage, most people don't walk out if your first 10 seconds suck. Like they might, but they're probably not,
rude,
right?
Yeah.
They're there.
We check
You
out
have
here.
a captive audience. Same thing like in a movie theater or a comedy show or whatever, right? Like you have a captive audience for a little bit. YouTube is gone. I'm out. And you see it second by second where people are falling off.
So there's power in polarity. You also make use of villains or enemies or however we would describe. Can you talk to us about opposition and defining that? I guess for you, it was the little man.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring us into that. And like, because I think there's content even baked within that. Because it evokes passion and polarity, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know we're bumping up against the clock too here. But what are you, what is the, it doesn't have to be a person, but like, what idea are you against? What is the daily life that people are living that you feel is the enemy, and making content against that so that people will see you and say, huh, like I don't have to have a boring life. I don't have to wake up and Groundhog Day, like live the same day every day over and over and over again. Like it can be, I can have a great life. A lot of people don't believe that, Donnie, right? Like a lot of people like don't believe that they can have a purposeful life. Like it's too late. Like it's over for them. That might be most people, by the way, right? And so like that idea is something that you can attack and go after. It doesn't, or it could be an institution, right? It doesn't have to be, I hate like this person. And so like just understanding what you stand for and what you stand against is valuable. And so like the polarity in the content is, I don't ever want people making content that's like unethical. It's against their values. You're saying something just for the algorithm. You're one person on camera versus off, because then you'll burn out super quick. But what is the most, like if you had a student with you, you're coaching them, what is the most Donnie that you would show up? You know, because there's times you get animated and you get heated. You don't have to be like, I'm an introvert. It doesn't come across on here, but there's times you get animated and heated up. Like this really matters. And then bring that to the video. That's why it's hard when you're by yourself, just talking to the lens to summon that energy, because you don't have somebody with you. But whether it's pro an idea or like against an idea, as long as you can ethically talk about it, that's going to capture attention and get people listening to the actual message.
Evan Carmichael, this has been awesome. Final question for you. I want you to talk to the person that is having trouble because life's punched them in the gut. Maybe they're on their bed crying and someone's not there to comfort them, and they need someone to tell them why they need to stay in the fight and why they should believe. Can you help us to believe again?
Yeah, just believe that it's going to be okay. Like go look at your heroes, whoever you looked up to, whoever you think is a great person, whether it's a family member, whether it's like a great entrepreneur. Everybody's been through something. Like you're not alone. Like everybody struggled. So the fact that you're struggling right now, like congratulations, you're a human being. And you don't need to stay stuck. And whatever the story is of whoever successful person you look up to, don't look at what they're doing now with their billions of dollars or whatever, but look at how they started. And they probably went through something way worse than you are right now. And that's hope. And then the other thing is I use that as, you know what, I'm going to get through this so that I can help other people who are getting through this. Because like, as you come out the other side, there are millions of people who never do. And by you even just trying, it becomes an inspiration for them. And even just like planting seeds of hope to combat the doubt, to like now get you out of bed, just go for a walk outside, like starts to make positive momentum happen for you.
Solve it for you. You solve it for others. Evan, you're this, my man.
Let's go.
You're the bomb. And I want you to
Dynamite.
stay violently unique. Thank you, man, for being generous to me and to those that are going to be listening, watching, and they're going to be altered by you. Thanks for making us all 2% better, my friend. I appreciate
you, man. Cool.
Dude, you're awesome. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. And then
great.
I'll find you when